The MLA Citation style is a common style used to cite references in humanities, English, and liberal arts programs. It is used to give authors or creators of works credit for their production in order to avoid plagiarism. It is useful because it allows the reader to locate sources and information you have cited. It can strengthen your work by lending outside support to your arguments. Parenthetical citations are citations made to your sources inside the body of your research. The most basic form consists of the author's last name and the page number. For multiple authors, list all of the contributors up to 3. For more than 3, use the first author's last name followed by et al. If the work has no identifiable author, use the shortened title of the work. For non-print sources, such as internet articles, use the first item that appears in the works cited entry for that reference, such as last name of the author or title of the article. Here are 2 examples of a parenthetical citation for a work by a single author. Notice that the author and page number of the quotation are being cited. When a work has multiple authors, quote them all. Or, if there is more than 3, quote the first and add et al. If a work has been developed by a corporation or institution, you can quote the institution. If there is no author for the work, you can quote the title of the material instead. For internet sources, a page number is not necessary, but you can still reference the title of the work as well as the author. The Works Cited page is a full list of all the sources you have cited during your research. It appears as a list at the end of your work in order to allow the reader to locate your sources. The Works Cited page should be arranged alphabetically by the author's last name. In the case of a work without an author, place it in the list alphabetically according to the title. Use the last name first name format, followed by first name last name format for multiple authors. You can use et al. For subsequent authors' names if there are many authors. Use a hanging indent as your format. This involves indenting every line but the first for each reference. Capitalize each word in the title of works, excluding articles such as the or an. Use italics for titles of books or journals, and use quotation marks for shorter works such as poems or articles. If the work is an article or chapter from a book, include the page numbers from the edition you referenced. Due to the changing nature of URLs, the MLA citation style no longer requires their inclusion in a reference, though the date accessed and the title of the website accessed are still included. Here are 2 examples of chapters from books. Notice the hanging indent style as well as the inclusion of the page range for the chapter. As mentioned before, use the last name first name format, followed by the opposite for all other authors. Notice in the last example the use of et al. For listing many authors. When referencing an institution, you can cite the entity as the author. Once again, if there is no author available, use the title of the work and place it in the list alphabetically. For online journals, the URL is no longer necessary, but you should cite the date that the information was accessed. For government publications without an author, start with the name of the national government, followed by the agency who authored the report. For more information and examples, visit the online writing lab at OWL Purdue, as well as the MLA Style Manual. As always, you can ask a librarian at lib.fsu.edu.